Trends. We've all seen TikTok trends, but did you know that there's some you should never try? Today we're going to be talking about trends you should never do.
Hi girl, I love your videos so much, they're the best.
The hot water trend.
Trends that shouldn't have been trends. PD6. The hot water trend. The hot water trend was a trend that started in the late 2016 to 2018. People would boil water until it was burning hot and then pour it in a glass. Then they would pour little bits of salt in it. After stirring, they drank it, but through a straw. As you may know, boiling water on your skin means second-degree burns or even worse. But down your throat can lead to vocal damage and bad burns in your throat, maybe even death. Well, that's what happened to this young girl right here. Guys, please be careful when doing internet challenges. Or just don't do it at all. Thanks for watching.
So basically, the hot water trend was a trend where you drink hot water that had just came off the stove or from the microwave. Some people would add in salt for more viewers. Although it started off small, it went viral pretty fast. People started dying just to get a second of fame. But luckily, it stopped when a mom went to the news and told them her daughter died because of that trend. Who in their right mind even came up with the idea? Did they just want to see people die? Anyways, let's move on. The knuckle trend.
The dark story behind
the bloody knuckle trend.
the bloody knuckle trend was a thing back in 2018 to 2021. To do this trend, you had to have a coin and a friend with you. Your friend would then ball their hands into a fist and lay it on a table. And then with all your strength you flick the coin against your friend's knuckles until they begin to bleed. People ended up being hospitalized or having really sore knuckles for extended periods. If you're smart enough, you would know not to attempt this kind of trend or challenge. It is not worth it.
Wow. How dumb do you have to be to do this trend? I found a video of someone doing it, so we don't. So basically, you would need someone for this trend, and also a coin or something like that. You would put your knuckle down on the table while they flick the coin really hard and fast, until you start bleeding. This trend landed some people in the hospital because of sore knuckles and worse. Don't be dumb, guys. Be smarter. This one is one of the worst one, as many people ended up dying. The blackout trend.
What's the most dangerous trend? The blackout challenge. It's where you hold your breath or have somebody choke you out until you literally black out, which would often result in heart attacks, brain damage, or even death.
So basically, the blackout trend. The blackout trend is when you hold your breath until everything goes black, or someone literally chokes you until you fall down. You must have an IQ of a 0-year-old to try this. Never choke your friends, family members, or even strangers for a trend or fame. A lot of people ended up in the hospital because of this trend, or even lost their lives. Even TikTok itself completely banned it. When you search it, this is what pops up. That's how serious and bad it is. But anyways, let's move on lightlies. The lip balm trend.
Trends that should have never been trends part 2. The lip balm trend. I don't know when this trend started, but I can tell you how the lip balm trend works. The trend starts when someone grabs a lip balm and applies it daily. Note that they apply the lip balm until it runs out. So when the lip balm runs out, the person who applied the lip balm daily ends themselves. If you want to do this trend, do it at your own risk. Please stay safe, you guys.
Basically, a person would go to the store and buy a new lip balm. They would use it every day, for years, until it runs out. After it's completely done, they would kill themselves. Some people actually did it while others lied. This is one of the worst one. Whoever came with that idea, hope they're okay. There's another one that's so similar to it. The timer trend.
Trends that should have never been trends. PD5. The timer challenge. This one consists on people putting a timer of 24 hours. When the timer was over, people would K1L themselves. Some people would fake it for likes or attention. Thank you so much for 4,000. and stay safe.
Same thing with the lip balm one, but just with a timer now. So basically, people would put on a timer for 24 hours or less sometimes, then would wait to see who cares. After the timer goes off, they would kill themselves. Although most of the people who make these videos lie, some actually do it. When you search it up on TikTok, this pops up. It's so bad, oh my god. Anyways, let's move on. The penny trend.
The worst trends to ever exist. Part 1.
The penny challenge.
What people would do was put a penny between a phone charger that was plugged in halfway.
Why are people so dumb sometimes?
When people did this, they expected a little shock, but bigger things happened for some people. People caused houses to catch on fire and caused fires in schools.
I'm really not surprised at all. I mean, what did you expect? So basically, to this trend, you would need a coin and a charging cable. While the charger is plugged in, you would place the coin between the charging cable and the charger. You would expect a little explosion, but sometimes it goes really bad. The house ends up blowing up in flames. So imagine what happens when your family members are in there. That's so sad. You just murdered your family and did arson. Now you're going to die in jail. But let's move on. The skull breaker trend.
Another dangerous trend is the skull breaker challenge. For this challenge, 3 people would have to participate. The middle person's objective was to jump as high as they can, while the other 2 people kick both legs of the middle person. This would make the jumper fly back really fast, causing head injuries, back injuries, and more. Many people were sent to the hospital due to this trend, and it is said that a guy from Sweden got paralyzed from doing this trend. The person in the middle would be tricked into jumping for a photo, so the middle person never agreed to be kicked and face injuries. Don't ever attempt these challenges.
So you'll need 3 people. The person on the right and left know what's going to happen, but the person in the middle doesn't. The person in the middle just thinks that they're taking pictures while jumping at the same time. Instead, when they jump, the people on the left and right trip them, which makes them fall back really fast. Some end up fine while others die. But anyways, let's go on to our last one.
Trends that shouldn't have been trends. PD5. The Tide Pod trend. The Tide Pod trend was a very dangerous trend. Most of the victims of this trend was children under 9 or less. A Tide Pod was a little pack that had cleaning chemicals in them, and seeing videos of others eating the pods, kids would too. This took place in 2017 to 2019 in December. It was so sad how a little pod could most likely end your whole life. In somewhat 2018 it made its way to the news. The news warned parents and their kids about eating Tide Pods. Once the Tide Pod made it to your throat, it would clog your vocal cords and stop your breathing. This ended in late 2019. They were taken off the market until 2020. The trend was then forgotten.
The good thing is that the trend ended. But that's so sad. Guys, don't be dumb and try any of these. But that's it for today. Thanks for 5,000 subscribers. For a shout out, like, subscribe, share, then comment. I did it all. And don't forget to join members only, where you get early access to my videos, talk to me, and play Roblox with me. Bye my lightlies, bye.